it's surviving that one. He said if it doesn't have energy, you don't feed anything. Both Bhima, but it's giving food that can survive, not more than that. So it's still not straight, so it's not able to even lift it.
That's how you treat your mind.
That's what.
Don't feed.
Okay, we can start now.
So, how do we do?
So, and there is no fixed agenda. So the team is here. These are all the volunteers. I have a document also. So these are all the volunteer teams we have now.
Mm-hmm.
We can also discuss about the car.
Gifts to give out. Gifts to give out. So there already we have like
More
3,
devotees will
6
join.
Matajis here. 7, 8, 9, 10 Matajis. 3 Prabhujis here. Kastur Prabhu, Chandu Prabhu.
I thought you wanted.
Camera, right? But YouTube.
Okay, then that's fine.
Arjun Sakapa was going to join, right?
Yes,
He said he'll come in 15.
Okay.
So
So it's 7:15 now.
yeah,
We go till what? 8:30?
8:15.
8:15, 8:30?
8:15.
Okay.
So just some of you have full context. We started like last October.
We'll chant prayers first.
That's true.
Pamagyana-timirandasya jnana-shalakaya chakshuramilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishnapristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shrivadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Speak for 2 minutes just to begin. I'll speak for 2 minutes.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So in the Sharanagati, there's a very beautiful prayer song that Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written. His spiritual desires, he says. So the prayers are, his spiritual desires are expressed in the form of prayers. This song is Kabe Habe Bolo Se Din Amar. You've heard of this song before? No? Kabe Habe Bolo Se Din Amar. When will that day be mine? And the same line repeats many times. Kabe Habe Bolo. When will that day be mine? When will that day be mine? So he says, Aparadha Guchi Shuddha Name Ruchi. When will, he says, when my offenses will end and a taste for the pure holy name will be infused within my heart. When will that day be mine? So he goes on, an entire Shikshashtakam is there. But the last verse, after he has expressed so many prayers, Ye kab hoga, ye kab hoga, ye kab hoga. In the last stanza he says, Kabe jivadaya hoide uday. When will that compassion for the living entities arise in me? How will it manifest? He says, what will I do? Nija sukha bhuli. I'll forget my own happiness. Nija sukha bhuli sudina hriday. And my heart will become soft. Right? Bhakti vinoda koriya binoy. Bhaktivinoda Thakur's final prayer is, with all my vinay in my heart, with all the humility, Shri Agya, whatever Krishna has instructed, give this message of Bhagavad Gita to everyone. Lord Chaitanya came to give this. Bhaktivedanta Thakur instructed Prabhupada to give this message. He says, Shri Ajna Tahal. I'll go out of my house, go out of my area, go out of my town. And Prabhupada went out of his country. Shri Ajna Tahal, roaming around, going around, Korive Prachar. So I'll read. When will there be an awakening of compassion for all fallen souls? And when will this Bhakti Vinod, forgetting his own happiness, with a meek heart, set out to propagate by humble entreaty the sacred order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So the seva that we are engaged, So all the sevas to Krishna are absolute, all spiritual. But amongst the spiritual services also, this service of preaching, Bhaksan Thakur would say, Pran ache jar se hetu prachar. If you're alive in Krishna consciousness, then you will preach, he says. Right? Like, what do we say? If he's alive, he'll talk. If he's alive, he'll breathe. If he's alive, he'll do some. So Krishna, according to Bhaksan Thakur, you're considered alive in Krishna consciousness if you go out and preach. Pran ache jar. अगर प्राण है जिधर से हेतु प्रचार, their purpose will be to preach. And if you read Bhakti Vikas Maharaj's book, Bhakti Siddhanta Vaibhav, you'll read there that Maharaj says that the Gaudiya Math in those days was a place of constant activity. If somebody or other is doing programs, preaching, printing, distribution, and Bhaksan Thakur can be so radical in his approach for preaching. He would just fill in all the temple and rooms with books. And the brahmacharis who are staying inside, then where do we sleep? And his answer was, the amount of space that you need, whatever amount of space you need for sleeping, utna book distribute karo aur udhar so. And by the time next day they have already they get up, morning they wake up, एक का सेवा रहता था, वापस भर दो books, fill it again. What? In the day you should go out and do book distribution, go out for preaching. That was Bhakti. So imagine after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, he went all around South India to preach. Dakshina Desh Uddharite Korila Chal. He went around, but after Mahaprabhu, a huge long period till Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, preaching had stopped. Mahaprabhu comes to give the holy name. Stopped. That Bhaksan Thakur revived. A point came where our Prabhupada felt, क्या हो रहा है, preaching फिर रुक गया. Bhaksan Thakur left, फिर रुक गया. Again Prabhupada revived it. So this preaching spirit, you'll find temples, many services will go on. Deity services, this service, that. But for preaching service, how many will come out? How many will go out for that? But that's our parampara. Take this instruction and go out and give it to everyone. Krishna is telling Arjuna, who is most dear to me? Nacha tasmat manusheshu kaschin me priya krittamaha. Krishna is, इससे ज्यादा कोई प्रिय हुआ नहीं, इससे ज्यादा कोई होने वाला नहीं. Who? Those who give this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to others. So either we are giving the knowledge or we are assisting to propagate that knowledge. Even assistance is as good as preaching. Otherwise, everyone is preaching. Whatever service you do, we are preaching. But especially going out and talking and convincing, getting them to chant Hare Krishna, commit their lives. That preaching is very special. And this preaching gets the highest mercy because that's Radharani's Department of Compassion. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Yes,
This is a very good context. I just wanted to share a little history with everyone. All of you, many of you are aware. So in last year, Radheshan Prabhu came. Before that, he didn't come. Right. So this year, actually, January he came. Yeah. So last October when Prabhu came, he didn't come because we didn't have any youth preaching. So he didn't feel that there is not.
he doesn't
much,
travel to those places.
Yeah, he doesn't want to prioritize because there are so many other places where they're actively preaching. So, and then Prabhu connected with His Grace Kanai Thakur Prabhu. We didn't take it that very seriously. And Anand Mela and all the festivals were over. Then I requested Chandu Prabhu and Kaustu Prabhu. We made a plan. We'll go to food truck, talk to new students, and invite them for a class. So with the help of the temple, we rented a place near food truck itself, in University Heights, one room, and then we started, requesting students as and when they come, join our classes. So that went on for like 2-3 months. We used to have at most 5 to 7. It was never growing, and every 2-3 weeks the total batch is changing. So that was our state, and And then I went to India Yatra. I told Radhesham Prabhu, it's not happening. I went to his room in Hyderabad temple. Somehow it's not working out. And Prabhu said, I'll definitely come because you started something now. And my batch, one batch was done, 2, 3 were there. And then another batch, we started device with, I started 1 or 2 classes, and then Arjun Sakha Prabhu started. I thought maybe, youth will connect with Arjun Sakha Prabhu and then it will go. But, it went on better, but it's still not going strong. So by January, we have only like 5 to 7 still. And then Raisham Prabhu came. For that, we really put our best effort. Chandu Prabhu, Kaustu Prabhu, and other, Krishnamurti Prabhu, even Achyuta Prabhu also joined by that time. Gauri Chandra Prabhu also joined. So we all tried to reach out to more and more people. The first time we got, about 50 students to attend a class. We booked a room within. By the way, we tried to book our own, room where we were doing the class. That weekend where Prabhu is coming, that room was not available. That was a good thing actually. Krishna pushed us to university. So we, with the help of Sreshta and Aryan and Ayan, so we got a room in university. It was a good, nice room. We got 50 students for the first time. We were very happy. We did some follow up, and all the volunteering team also formed, and they were all excited and united. Cooking team is formed, and all the after Radhesham Prabhu also connected with all the volunteers and inspired all of us. And then really it started. Then we had about 15 students, 10 to 15 students in the first batch. We did like 3 devices. Gauri Chandra Prabhu was doing the device, and Krishnamurti Prabhu was helping, and Arjun Sakha Prabhu did 1 device. So like that, we did overall 3 to 4, 3, right? 3 devices. Yeah, 4th one is starting now. Now over this last 6 to 7 months, we had good attendance, like 40 students regularly. Not consistent, but regularly there are 40 students. Now we have at least 6 or 7 who are serious, those who are actually chanting some rounds. So we have definitely improved, and through all this, His Grace Kanai Thakur Prabhu, at least in the beginning, first few months, when our festivals haven't started, we used to have regular meetings. Every 2 weeks, we used to have good inputs from Prabhu, and that really helped raise our prasadam standards, and the sequence of classes and everything. He was giving us all the inputs from his experience, which was of great help, Prabhu. With the blessings of Radhesham Prabhu and Kanai Thakur Prabhu, we are where we are. So Prabhu is here to again, see how we are doing. Even recent one session Prabhu did, which was well attended. How to lead a spiritually blissful life. That was the topic. So I want to Prabhu to. So there are many volunteers who made this possible.
You can take names.
Yeah.
Haripal.
So one suggestion Prabhu gave was to have
Haripal, welcome.
Matajis visit the university campus and talk to girls who are attending. There are, now about like 7, 8 girls, 3 or 4 very serious. So we requested Matajis.
They came for chanting also yesterday.
Yeah, they came.
Some of
Yeah.
them, right?
So yesterday we had like out of maybe 30 people, 7 of them are from university. Yeah. So Matajis who helped us, especially coming to the university campus and talking to the people. Daivi Radhika Mataji, she's here. Nikita Mataji, she's on the call most likely. She said she'll not be able to present in person. And then Kalyani Mataji, Achil Prabhu's, she's coming. Kalyani Mataji, Prabhu's wife. And then Mandakini Mataji, Ananda Manjari Mataji, they were there. And then Jayashri Mataji, She came few times. Yeah, so these are Matajis who would come on a alternate basis, on a weekly basis, and talk to the girls. They connected with the girls. They regularly are in touch. And then cooking team led by Nichand Vilas Prabhu. And Rasviharni Mataji helps. And Madhi Kishori Mataji. And Bhadra Gaurang Prabhu is not here. He's
here.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Silent.
No, he told me just before I came, Prabhu, I may not be able to join. That's still in my mind. Okay. Lalita Batla Mataji, and Kalindi Preeti Mataji, and Mohini Sundari. They were all helping. Very grateful. Without good prasadam, I'm sure they'll not be there. Yeah. And food truck team and follow-up team. This is the heart of the whole program. We were able to get all the students because there were regular volunteers who were going and talking to the students. Chandu Prabhu, Kaustu Prabhu, they were the leads. Achyuta Prabhu and Achyuta Abhaypada Prabhu and Bhadra Gaurang Prabhu. They were volunteer to help. So it was because of them we had all the students. And posters were done by Bhavik Prabhu. He's not here. He's represented. Narhari Priya Prabhu is here. Yeah. And then the teaching team is Arjun Saka Prabhu and Gaurang Chandra Prabhu were doing the device sessions. Krishnamurli Prabhu and myself were doing game classes. And yeah, he was also helping with device. Yeah. So this is the overall core team, Prabhu, who are helping on a weekly basis. Now you can guide us on next steps. So yesterday we met His Holiness Sarilash Maharaj. He said he's very happy with the way we have progressed because we have been going to food truck, feeding prasadam for almost 3+ years. Now that has come to a fruition with actual preaching, with students coming to classes. He also visited. He had a session once, about 2 months back, and about 40 students attended that time as well. He was happy that we are actually, and he wanted direct preaching. He doesn't want side topics. So he was happy that Bhagavad Gita is directly preached and students are actually chanting. Yeah. So that's where I'll leave, Prabhu. Please take it from here.
So we met Maharaj yesterday, and he was happy, yes, to see that preaching is going on, and so many students are, coming. So we gave him update about the program that I did yesterday, day before yesterday at the university. So where do we go from here? I feel if we want to continue like this, the program will continue like this for decades if you want. But if you want to take it to the next level, what is the next level? Right? We may just continue going to the university, call students, they come once a week, and after some time they'll take up jobs, they'll go here and there, and if they'll continue or not, we don't know. But if we have to take our program to the next level at Seattle, right? My idea was that, and Raj Shampoo has been telling again and again about this to practically all the cities in US, the way Prabhupada would do it. Prabhupada would ask his disciples, where is your place? Prabhupada sent these couples to London, the 3 couples, and Prabhupada wrote so many letters to them. What's happening? What's happening? And they were like, yeah, we are doing kirtan here, we are doing sankirtan there, we are talking to these people, we are meet. And Prabhupada understood this was the same mistake committed by his godbrothers. When Bhaksan Thakur asked them, we met this lord and this lady and this guy and this club and this, YMC and all. Prabhupada said, where is your place? Tell me. You take a place and you all start staying together. And from people should be able to identify you with a place. This is the place. Prabhupada told them, when I went to New York, I took a place, 26 Second Avenue, where everyone understood that's the place where Hare Krishna happens. That's the place for Hare Krishna. So even in the university, if we have a place close to it where every all the students know, in may not be the first year, but within 2 3 years, everyone should know that's the place to go for Hare Krishna. Like, there, some students stay together. So my idea was, if we can rent a place to begin with, students are going to pay for the rent also. They'll pay, and some prasadam facility we create for them there. And it should happen that that prasadam facility can be taken to a standard that all our programs that we do in the university get supported by prasadam from there itself. Somebody cooks there itself. So we have a good cooking facility, and you know, so there are two options there that are available. We can rent apartments, or we could even rent a independent house. So my thought was, with the program that we did the other day, we surely have 6 7 students who can now also move in. Right? They all stay together. Anyways, they're eating out. So we were talking yesterday about it. They're anyways living at different places, eating at different places, doing program once a week, and we are thinking this is cultivation. So even let's say they come together at one place and they continue eating where they're eating, but they start doing morning program. That is a success. We can take, and from there we can take it to next level. We can design, or we can think of what could be the next level, 4 5 levels. इससे अच्छा क्या, इससे अच्छा क्या, इससे अच्छा क्या. Right? We go like that. And if there's a facility where all the students are staying together, the boys stay at one place, the girls can stay at another place, but they come together and do chanting together, they do mangalarti together, not an issue, prasadam together, but the staying has to be separate. That's the idea. And if we can get a cook, we proposed Maharaj that if temple can sponsor R1, but Maharaj felt that it's a little difficult to get R1 visa. But we could again talk to him that if that is a possibility. And New York is doing, they have brought few cooks already, and some brahmacharis also have come. And so brahmacharis can come in, but before brahmacharis come in, there's another option that we have is, we have two devotees. They're working in different places in US. They're bachelors yet. They're not married now. But till the time they get married, before their marriage, they can move to Seattle and stay at this place and be available there for the students. They're all trained. They were in India. They stayed in such a facility, became devotees there, and now have moved here, did their MS, and doing jobs. So we have two of them available like that. So if we take a facility now, like, as soon as possible, so maybe some investment we may have to do from our side for initial 1 2 3 months of getting students in and getting that much rent out. We may have to put in some money there. But if we do it now, I feel the program can go to the next level. And what Harilas Maharaj also desires, that there can be a temple there. So it may begin from a small center, but can ultimately go to a temple also. Okay. Yes. You want to add?
So we definitely will talk to students and find out.
Somebody can note down these things, like some action item.
Don't.
So important is to meet the students, whom we already have. One person spoke to our Pankaj Gopru and him. What is his name? He said, I want to become brahmachari. I want to join ashram. He said.
Oh, Arjun.
Arjun.
Arjun
One
sir.
boy is saying, I want to join ashram. I want to become brahmachari. Nepal wala.
Yeah.
So he'll do many things for you. He can actually be the
He
main
comes
guy
like
there.
15 minutes before the class,
Chants also.
and he wants to help.
May not, I don't know, brahmachari होगा नहीं होगा पता नहीं. अच्छा रहना चाहिए, क्यों
Very
बिगड़ना चाहिए,
serious.
ब्रह्मचारी क्यों बनना चाहिए पता नहीं किसी को, क्यों खराब बनना चाहिए. अच्छा रहो भाई दुनिया में, क्यों खराब व्यक्ति बनना चाहिए पता नहीं. So if we can do a survey with these people.
So the plan we had was talk to each individual, because in a group setting they may not be comfortable.
Yeah.
So talk to each of them and their situation, exactly where they are. They might have some leaves right now, which is going to expire in some months. We'll see what can be done with each individual who are willing. We'll find out the
Right,
list.
this is the time the college begins, right? A new semester, a new year.
Yeah. August and now
Yeah.
This is the time.
Yeah, it started.
It's already
These
started,
leases are locked year before, half a year before.
Hmm.
And those leases are like, you have to be paying for the whole year.
Hmm.
So only way to get out of it is to find another student to get it.
Mm.
So there's a market for that, the second cycle. So we have to process that,
Yeah.
then we can get out.
It will take some time, but we'll definitely be on the job.
We can get the ball rolling.
Actually, in that Balaji temple also, when Mrs. Radhesham Prabhu had come,
Yeah,
in the
that's
top floor there are like 7-8 rooms which he saw, and his first reaction was this can be the center because it's already designed,
Already there.
and yeah, and
Yep.
if children
We don't have permit, right? Stay
Actually,
permit.
I don't know. Tharka Prabhu said he's working on it.
Hmm.
He might have some permit now.
Still far from the university, right? 20 minutes. I think.
20 minutes.
Why should anybody move if I have to take
There
every
are
day?
people staying little away, like 5-10 minutes away.
It has to be close by. It has to be close by. Yeah. You have to iron out all issues that all roadblocks to remove. They should not be able to give a reason that इतना दूर है 20 minutes पे क्यों जा रहे हैं? I stay close.
Maybe if the rent is
Yeah, rent
little
is
flexible
low.
for them,
Yeah.
they may even think about it.
We should not do
operational
that. We
conversation
should
based
not
on
do
the-
that. They should be ready to pay actually.
Hmm.
उसको free कर दिया ना, then they become freeloaders.
तो ये मतलब जितना है उससे शायद थोड़ा कम, where it's profitable for them, at the same time that money goes back to the temple or some sort of
I think 20 minutes आने जाने में तो पैसा लग जाएगा.
हाँ.
जो इधर बचेगा ना,
वो भी है.
बचेगा 400-500 इधर, 400-500 आने जाने में चला गया. बट टेम्पल का ये अच्छा है कि किचन है,
तैयार है सब.
Kitchen is
किचन
there.
है, सब कुछ है, वो अच्छा है टेम्पल का.
Varieties are there.
The primary problem with somebody staying there in those rooms is that those rooms are slotted for classes of different types. And they'll get house full very quickly. They're already getting there. So staying will be very difficult. Plus that building doesn't have a staying permit.
Yeah. As of now, we'll see. I mean,
Future might-
but these students,
Transit is easy. From next to the temple, we have one train nearby.
Mhm.
So that can directly connect to the
Seattle.
downtown Seattle.
Last time Radhesham Prabhu was
extension
here.
to the university. I think there is a there's a Linwood link which will go through the university.
So last time Radhesham Prabhu was here, we were again asking Prabhu, when are you coming again? This, that. Say now I have assigned Kanai Thakur Prabhu to this location. I'm not coming. Now you directly start working.
He wants to see something happen, then he'll come. So now Pankaj Gopru went. Raisham told him be in Dallas. Don't go anywhere.
Location Prabhu.
Stay there for 20 days. Whatever remaining 20 days before we both fly together. Dallas.
no need
मत
to
जाओ इधर-उधर मत जाओ अभी.
go around.
Because they already have 3 places, bro. We are talking about beginning one. He has traveled only once or twice before. They already have 3 such places. 8, 7, and 4 students staying.
They're all close by.
But no cook, nothing. Boys only cooking themselves.
Hmm.
Devotees are cooking by themselves.
And these are all master students who
Yeah,
are
yeah.
freshly
Masters,
started.
yes.
Oh.
So we are talking about beginning one. They already have 3.
How long is this going on for?
2 years.
They're in first year. So we have 1 year to cover.
We'll make it 5. Another thing probably here, people will look for more privacy and everybody will prefer one room for themselves, I guess. Like unless they're really F1 students, they might not be ready to share rooms. So the place also we have to think in a way that if they are working people, they might need one room. So they have an apartment for a
Working
house.
people is also correct.
Work from home, Zoom calls.
They're best to support.
Yeah, because they are long
Support the
term.
students, they're best.
Students may leave like a year, but working people will stay. For sure.
Like what Mati is saying, that point can be noted. That in case, let's say we take an independent house, 3 working people say I take all three rooms are gone, then students will say मैं पढ़ाई किधर करूँ, कॉलेज में बैठो क्या, यहाँ पे पढ़ाई करने को जगह नहीं, I need a room to study. So that can be. So the idea that he was getting different, we take multiple apartments.
So basically, see, house, if we say single family house, then immediately we may run out of space because number of students want to go in more, preferences and so many things, right? Plus the house will be costly near the university compared to the straight apartments. Those apartments are made for students, preferred by students, they have facilities, gym, this, that. And they are scalable. That means we can target one apartment, say for example, X building. That building is now our target building for co-location of all the Hare Krishnas into that. So we can keep renting
Adding.
more apartments there as we get more students, and they keep adding, and that can be girls and boys, different floors, whatever. And that way, there is one place now where we have
Building.
majority, we are becoming majority. So once we have enough, then we can talk about dedicated facilities, separate campus or something, like a big house that can accommodate 12 people, 15 people.
But with these apartments, we can cook.
Yeah, they have full kitchen. It's like think of it like a flat in Pune. Everything is like that.
So
But
we
the
can.
latest, Aryan's room has every room has a bathroom also of its own. So they're like made well. It's possible. So cook can cook over there. What is it about?
But cook can also stay. Anybody outside
They're
college?
not so strict in the first place.
This is
And
not
we-
owned by college, right?
No. They're very private. Anybody
Okay.
can stay. So if we are paying the rent, no, they will not bother us actually.
But Maple is different. Maple is
Maple
college.
is college.
Maple is college.
But say the name is here, or there are other apartment which are like professional student accommodations.
Mhm.
So we can rent it over there nicely.
But if you do kirtan or anything, do they not disturb by others because
It's
of
like you do kirtan over here, same.
Lock your door. And
We did one class also, right? In
The
Aryan's.
kids are so how when we were blocked out in university, we used Aryan's room as a preaching room.
Yeah, we did one class.
So Prabhu, these are like 20-story towers kind of thing. Their walls are strong, soundproof and all that compared to the wooden houses. So we are completely okay over there. And it's very scalable, and
Cabana as well. So that we can.
they may have cabanas and
So-
rooms also.
some of the classes we can do there. Invite this, local. Maybe that will
We
raise.
may find more customers in the building also.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if we find a food truck parking nearby, job done. Or if we have a
Do we have a
cook
conference
coming in,
rooms there? Can we,
Prasadam is available, crowd will start to come in.
we can put a label or some banner outside for anybody to come and eat.
Yeah, that building becomes our then whole preaching center only, tower.
So even this option can be seen before we go to the independent house.
Yeah.
If this option works out.
Well, I think once we talk to students,
Hmm.
we'll have a lot
So we
more
should scan the
context.
girls also for co-location possibilities. And if Matajis can take lead on that, it'll be even better.
To speak to girls.
Matajis can speak to girls and say, all of you are fragmented right now, can we defragment, put in one place? And all of them will appreciate that there is a cook and there is a 2 times prasadam available.
Hmm.
That one factor is enough for them to co-locate. Because these students coming from India, if we give them like sambar, vada sambar also, they'll say, last 6 months I had not eaten vada. Why? They're students, their cooking skills are next to nothing, and they don't want to eat outside because of cost, and they don't have time and skill to cook at home. And they're not going to make the variety also. So they make simple dal rice kind of thing and survive. They'll live very pale life until they meet with us, and now they are like, wow. So prasadam is going to be like the formula to get them to do whatever.
Food and monetary benefit. For
Hmm.
student, these two.
Definitely, they count a big.
even from parents' perspective, they will be very happy.
Yeah, we are getting this.
Somebody-
They can take a
Monetary
picture of food.
benefit.
See, the
How
more
do you
messages
offer
I
that
get is from
monetary
the
benefit?
parents.
Unless you're
of
going to
students.
Balaji temple.
Yeah, that's so grateful
For monetary
that our kids are
benefit.
good at it.
Unless you're going to Balaji temple, have that space. Yes.
I think we have to start in the university campus. Slowly, those who are really fixed and they can move to Balaji, they can move.
Even if it's not,
Yes, yes.
even if it's not Balaji from a monetary standpoint, if this place works out, if from the rent standpoint, if in any way it is less than what they're paying, they will give it a shot. But if it's going to be anything more, because for students, everything works in conversions.
Rupees.
They will rupees to convert. They will convert everything. So if they are not having a financial benefit through rent or through food, it will be a little difficult to pull them.
So the rent will go directly to that apartment, whoever that apartment is owned by. We don't need to be the man in the middle. We just need to club them together and say this apartment you guys take.
No, for them to move, there should be some incentive.
Some financial benefit.
So
If we can create that benefit for them.
calculate their food cost per month or annual, and if we are providing that at nominal or zero cost, so
We should at least food we can make it free.
sponsor it directly actually. That will be good.
We'll say food is free. You just come there.
That's a good point.
I think that
easiest
will entice them.
Yeah. And we anyway take food truck in case if we can't
We
go
are
ourselves.
heavily spending on food in
Yeah,
years.
our temple is very specialist in that distributing food. So
If you ask any other festival, but not. But if you ask for prasadam from temple,
Yeah.
you will get double. That is not problem.
Which is 7 days a week.
hot meal, freshly cooked.
So
Oh,
the-
how meals?
No, idea is to have the cook only. We are not really depending on the deliveries.
Yeah.
Deliveries are extras. If the cook needs a break, then the truck is coming.
If we serve food truck all 7 days, I don't think that
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
kids will like it.
3 or 4 days we go.
Yeah.
And that way they come once in the afternoon or evening.
So a little bit of Krishna house model will also work. We put to at least one person who is responsible to cook. And then all the students get like 2 hours a week, 3 hours a week of contribution to the cooking project, cutting, cleaning, whatever. And that way cost is free for them and they're getting high quality prasadam. I see a lot of traction happening through that actually in the apartment kitchens.
So what you're suggesting is we will rent the apartment.
We won't rent
No,
the
no.
apartment.
And is by the
So step one is to survey all the students, boys and girls separately, and survey them for co-location possibilities.
Okay.
And then we collect their opinions and target one apartment building in next to the university, which we say this is our Hare Krishna building now. Now we look at over there, look for apartment. There's a process. Look for the apartment. If it is available, batch of 2, batch of 3 start moving in. And there is a transition cost to releasing the apartments. If we can subsidize that, great. If they manage it smartly, there is no cost, right? And they start relocating there. Parallelly, we look for a cooking facility. We will maximize supply from temple, parallelly R1 from India to get a full-time cook. Parallelly, some of the Prabhu's Matajis, if we want to start contributing to that, we go there and cook or start delivering also. We don't have to be like first day, all meals every day. Start increasing the frequency.
I think they are anyways eating outside. Somehow they are sustaining.
So start increasing 1 day.
4
2
days in a
days,
week we are
3
giving.
days.
Yeah.
4 days in a week they are getting prasadam. What is the problem?
Food truck can start lining up in that parking lot.
If they get 4 days in a week prasadam, they get na remaining 3 days they'll cook for themselves. इतना तो करते हैं अभी effort इतना बच रहा है.
And especially the PG students, girls, they may know some cooking skills at least.
No, boys more. They know boys
Sorry.
more than the girls. No.
Most of the PG students they cook, brother.
Yeah.
But they are boys.
Basics.
They definitely cook them.
He is saying it very authoritative.
Nowadays I'm saying that boys more than girls.
So there can be a transition model.
हिम्मत बहुत बढ़ गया है. अकेले रह रहे इसलिए हिम्मत बढ़ गया है. अकेले रह रहे इसलिए कोई सुनने वाला नहीं इधर पे इसलिए.
Online जा रहा है सब कुछ. Don't feel too sad. 7,000 miles means nothing.
Bellevue, anybody staying in Bellevue will work out by next year because once that link opens, so there is a transit center very close to our temple. 5 to 10 minutes walk from the temple. There is a
transit center.
transit center
Metro.
next to my office.
It's only 15 minutes from there.
And from there, they need to go to line 1, and line 1 they transit, and that will go to Uni.
How long is the journey?
It will be pretty fast.
20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Compared to bus, it's less than half actually.
Maybe even 30 minutes. For students, 30
Doesn't
minutes,
matter.
1 hour
Actually,
is not a big
10
deal.
minutes.
They are ready to.
Spend it.
So if on the temple side we can work on this Taraka Pro, we can
Hmm.
check how early that possibility come up.
So another 7-8 students are actually from the congregation only, up to maybe 10 people, children are from the congregation. If we can somehow push them into co-location,
Yeah.
then that
See,
number rises.
if our people are there, somebody will be delivering prasadam for them. We can collocate for our
we
rest
can
of the
optimize the whole flow.
yeah, because all the parents are going and dropping prasadam anyway.
Yeah, right now
It
it is a
was
very
like-
fragmented effort of individual dropping. Sometimes we put a package in the food truck, it goes with the truck. So then you are going to take my walks. So if we can create a club of parents who are serving our own kids, add in that prasadam, make it double, make it triple.
So transport will be solved.
So
Prasadam will be
staying
solved.
in prasadam, if we can manage, then the next thing is we have to take care of their morning program.
Yeah.
Right? So if you can write down something in the order of like some standard for chanting, they wake up at a certain time. If you all stay here, you have to wake up at this time. You together chant. There's a Mangal Arati that you do. Narshing Arati you chant. Tulsi Pranam you do. And somebody amongst you has to go and give classes at least 3 mornings. Night go and stay with them. Morning wake up, do the small chanting session, give small half an hour class and come back. 3 days, 4 days in a
We
week.
can start with one day first.
We can start with one day, but
Krishna House has that as an optional thing. If
no, we should not.
Weekend there is class and Mangalarti and that. Weekdays it happens, but it is optional.
Yeah, then
Class for one program is optional.
yeah,
Like
that's
morning chanting, everything.
that's why they don't pick up then.
Class is optional.
No, class is I think optional.
Class is optional. I think
Morning program.
Morning
Morning
5
Mangal
o'clock
Arati.
is
Krishna House.
compulsory. At least in Florida.
Right. Morning
Yeah.
program.
Sure.
Morning program is there.
We should have. Because they don't have responsibility of office and this and that, So पढ़ाई करो, पढ़ाई भी ज़्यादा नहीं है, इतना ज़्यादा पढ़ाई भी ज़्यादा नहीं करते हैं लोग.
Those students are future volunteers sitting there and watching that video.
सच में नहीं ज़्यादा. वो युगल कीर्तन को मेरे को बोलता था, कुछ होता ही नहीं कॉलेज में.
Masters is relaxed.
Yeah, masters.
Bachelor's is challenging. Masters is extremely relaxed. Like you have the flexibility of doing
Your
many
work.
things. But bachelor's I find everything is more challenging. Masters बहुत easy है.
So sequence is high school almost kills you. 9, 10, 11, 12. If you survive, then college is better. Masters is relaxed. PhD में क्या होता है?
We have to check. There are a couple of students in our
We
class.
don't have like. We have a 3-4 PhD students.
Yeah, at least 2 of them. Yeah, PhD students.
Yesterday is another.
So can we put some dates, some timeline,
Action item.
some
So surveying
timeline
the
to it,
students को
and
पहला
we can
बोल
say
दिया.
by this date, let's say we say 1 month or 1.5 months from here.
Survey.
कुछ तो एक हो गया, ये फाइनल हो गया, ये जगह आ गया हमारे पास, तो उसको then back date.
So पहले student survey कर लेते हैं. Wait, do we want to target a date and action
No, I
item?
mean to say, let's say अगर हमने ऐसा बोला कि October 31st is where we look for, no, हो गया, ये बिल्डिंग है, ये co-location हो गया, इतने 7 लोग मिल गए हमको,
Oh, big milestone on the whole thing.
and then come back, then step
Work
back.
it backwards. Okay.
हाँ.
October end. Okay.
Otherwise we'll say अरे semester चला गया हाथ से, चलो छोड़ो, वैसे ही चलते रहो, फिर once again we'll meet after like this again 6 months
So
later.
finding a place, how do we do that?
When we survey the students, we ask them which apartments they have lived through, heard of, and what is their preference 1, 2, 3, and see whether there is a common preference coming through all students because of the cost, location, and all that. And if there are top 2 options, top 3 options, then we make a choice on one option out of that after visiting that place actually, seeing the cabanas and facilities and all that. That would be a good model.
Or our devotee kids can also help here. They also know the place.
They
We'll
stay
survey
there.
them also.
Mm.
Sir, are you willing to move?
And their current lease, when is this ending, is the biggest
So
obstacle.
mostly students have 1 year lease.
कोई 1 year lease तो खत्म हुआ होगा ना? तो पिछला खत्म हुआ और अभी नया शुरू किया. They must have begun, right?
That goes until June.
September will go till June.
So they're locked for next 1 year.
Next July is probably when they can move.
So we have to go where they are all there in one
तो
place.
फिर वो ट्राई करने का इधर से उधर,
So those.
जिसको मिल नहीं रहा तू ले ले, हम इधर जा रहे हैं.
So dorm students will not get out.
Swap
They
us.
want-
But we are hoping कि हमारे लिए बिल्डिंग खाली पड़ा है. ये क्यों नहीं, ये भी तो भरा होगा.
Then after that they will move.
They'll have to look for a replacement and then they can move here.
Replacement उतना easy नहीं है प्रभु.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
especially start of semester.
Prabhuji, they booked those apartments in June. itself.
In June.
In June, July itself, they would have.
They'll-
Or September,
no,
October.
Even before June.
But-
After around June, you have to pay the rent also in advance.
Last
Yeah,
October
one
onwards,
month,
they have to
one
come.
month.
Get
First
the-
and last month.
Okay.
Then how do you solve this puzzle then?
So what is the target date we are targeting?
अच्छा, जितना डिले करेंगे उतना मुश्किल हमारा होगा.
The team has to agree what. Agile.
Finding a place.
Fine.
First is surveying students, finalizing a place, right? Or
Are you
is
saying put a
apartment.
final date on everything, work backwards on what needs to happen? What?
Backward.
First, we
Then
need to know what are the things, and then based on that, we have to make an estimate. Can I
You are
say,
saying
okay,
bottom
I'll
up
be done,
estimation.
I'll
Or you
deliver the
saying
project.
top-down
and-
estimation?
Huh?
You are saying bottom up estimation.
इस पे bottom
We have to
up
have-
करेंगे ना, we'll never reach the point. Until एक साल और जाएगा इसमें. Last इस डेट पे हमको होना चाहिए. This is the date when we want to move. Now go back date. कि अभी क्या कब क्या करना चाहिए. You may come to a point where you'll say अरे अपने पास कोई नहीं है, no problem. इस साल नहीं हो रहा है. But if we just spend time in this, interviewing the students only, you'll
No,
never reach to.
I'm saying for interviewing, we'll end by October in 1 month.
Oh,
No?
मैं अक्टूबर एंड मूव करने की बात कर रहा हूँ. अरे अक्टूबर इतना स्लो चलेंगे.
I think finding an apartment is comparatively easy.
Uh-huh.
We can find it,
Okay,
whatever is
okay,
available.
okay.
The biggest challenge will be the
Getting
the easiest challenge is
Finding the
also,
students who will
doing the
occupy.
survey. Finding out when their lease ends and coming to a combination of who can move in will be the biggest challenge, I think.
And so
They
most
pay
of
by
the
semester.
apartmental buildings are loaded up by now
Yeah.
with whoever wanted to stay wherever. You won't find around university a lot of vacancies. Like, ये 5 floor खाली है. ऐसा नहीं.
Then why are we hoping that this option will ever
Even
work
if you
also?
go little out,
Without checking, we would not know.
So,
We'll have to target by quarter or
So
semester.
a parallel team should hunt apartment availabilities.
Prabhu, in reality, realistically, I think we can start with the one where we are funding it for now, hoping we'll start some program there, at least even 1 or 2 coming and staying, and it slowly becomes like
This was also my thought.
so it's like only one apartment, 1 or 2.
if we don't have even one person moving in, how do we even?
That's what that's more.
So we should have at
even
least-
You will have
realistically,
both. You will have congregation kids. उसमें 2-3 लोग बोलेगा.
Okay.
They're already spending. They can move in. Then you have this boy who's staying far or who wants to become
Gotcha,
brahmachari.
gotcha.
He can be there.
Those 2 boys who are looking for where to move in USA, you're looking for job.
They are there. Aryan Deshpande. We can look for. We can ask.
He's from home right now.
He's going from home. He goes to Boston.
He goes from home. This guy, Devendrath Hari Prabhu's son is going from home directly. Ayan Gupta is going from home directly.
I think doctor is done.
He's working now.
He's-
He was doing live.
Rest also going from home.
Shweta also from home.
Everybody going from home.
So our kids
Only Sai
Shivam is
and
also
Nikhil is
They're all work from home.
go from home.
Nikhil-
Steady
Nikhil
from
is there.
Sai and Nikhil.
Sai.
Sai and Nikhil is
But
on.
they are the Eid right now, they have some now. They next year.
Aryan side.
Will they be excited if they're proposed that we all go and stay together now?
The googly is where Aryan and our team is there right now. That here building, we choose that as the Hare Krishna building. We have an apartment. We'll get you a cook. They're like,
अरे फंसा दिया हमको.
छुपने के लिए इतना दूर है.
Even if we cannot do investment and pay the
Another they'll
rent,
go and stay if that is the
if we
situation.
can expect students to pay for the rent and we tell them out of the 14 meals in a given week, if we can provide 8 meals for free to them, that will give you 8 meals, don't worry of it, you just have to pay the rent. That can also be a better option.
But Madhu is saying they already have the contract signed. So how do they break that contract?
They find the students to replace themselves.
Can that happen? How easy is that?
That
Easy.
is the mentality of
Yes,
the
easy
problem,
problem.
right?
Now,
They
there
have-
will be no new students. Whoever is not in
And
move,
also they.
they already
Only a new
have
person can
Although it
replace.
is a difficult time of the year to do it because they just got in. There is always a continuous churn of students coming in from
But
outside,
will-
transferring in.
But will we
transferring out.
ever have this information with us in June also? Ki who is taking where? We'll never get to know.
No,
They will do it
no.
on their own. Unless they know that they have a separate facility where there's always an option to move in, they will never come and check with us before they sign a contract with the for the.
Now we are surveying. That means now they know where we are going. Until now, if you call them, they don't know what we are thinking. But going forward, they will start communicating. We can assign people like 7-8 boys we identify. And if we say Kaustuv Prabhu or Chandra Prabhu is now responsible to make sure they don't book the future lease without talking to us. That is possible. Because there's a very close follow-up our team does just to bring them to the class. Almost we know their dogs' names and everything, right? Very close follow-up.
But yeah, we know where they are. Even if they're not coming, yeah. that level of detail.
So let us do the follow.
May not be not necessarily the dog name.
But what I feel is, this model where we rent a place now also. If we can rent an apartment, we can
Apartment
do
or the
House.
whatever.
Mm.
Whatever.
We need to scan what is available.
Yeah.
Nothing too good, cost effective will be available this part of the year to sell yellow. Because it has gone through the marriage round and now everything is locked up for a year. Right? It's always a year ahead things get locked up.
So if we have a facility without a person, we'll be spending like 5-6K per month without anybody. That's
We
where-
have
so-
people.
Hmm?
Some of these congregation kids may move. These two working
Some of
people I'm
them
saying.
may, but do you think they'll practically
See these
It's a
two.
survey we have to do.
I think we'll have to
no,
talk
with
to
the
them.
boys, our boys.
We have to survey them and say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keshav Prabhu is also there.
Keshav.
And one more Prabhu who is
Shashwat.
in Amazon. He is at-
Shashwat.
Yeah, Sashwat also can ask. He's coming to the
Chandra
classes.
Prabhu, do we have data
Then
on
Nitin
how
Prabhu's son is
many are
there.
students, how many are working?
Yeah. we do.
That we
Yeah,
can
we
find.
know on top of already.
So Prabhuji, maybe we can talk to our student, understand who are leading to this idea and get them in one house. So
Yeah.
that will be starting point. And some like working student, they are happy to pay the rent. And as long as they get a prasadam, I think they will be happy.
Hmm.
So that will be starting point, and then
How
from there.
about
we'll
if we have some devotees just like young, newly married, they're just staying, can they have facility within their,
young couple relocates there and cooks or something.
yeah, they're already
From-
there, like
from our batch itself.
PhD pro, right?
Yes. But I don't,
No, but
Not
that's a
PhD.
family. I don't think
Family.
they can let others stay in their
So
home.
the
but the young who are not married,
Not married is
They will
better.
be
Married
very-
is
they'll
married
be
is possible.
flexible.
Yeah, married.
so I can talk to them, discuss with them, socialize with them. They are pretty open. When I talk to them one-on-one, very open. They directly say yes, no, whatever.
Yeah.
So that we will get to know. Yes, okay, are they willing to?
Yeah.
How
So,
it will work.
or if we take a place, nobody moves in. Let's say, let's take that position that nobody's moving, nobody's agreeing. But we have a place where they can come in the morning, chant together. They do Anglarti, they hear a small class, and they get some breakfast prasad, and they go to college. They just come in. This facility is available. We have 2-3 working, people who stay there. No students move in. Let's say, for the sake of it. No, we don't have any students saying we want to stay.
Are you assuming prasadam over there?
No, we are not. We are saying important is morning program.
Morning program and breakfast.
So wherever they stay, you come.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
he's adding.
it's like-
Breakfast or no
Talking
breakfast?
about not
That's a
talking.
decision factor.
Yeah, you have to provide prasadam. Every Prabhupada says if a Hare Krishna program ends without prasadam, then it was in mode of ignorance. It was mode of ignorance, Prabhupada. Without prasadam, anything ends with this mode of ignorance. That's why we have prasadam now, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Even after this meeting. We have prasadam after this program.
Here, one thing you have to consider is how they will come from their place of stay to the.
So this has to be so close to their,
Right.
apartments.
It should be in the campus area.
It has to be in the campus area.
They move very quickly by bus in the local.
5 o'clock, how will they get a bus probably in winter and all that?
No,
We can keep it little late.
Winter we can keep it late.
6.
You just gave key takeaway for me. If there is if there is program without no prasadam, then it means it's mode of ignorance. Key takeaway for me.
So even if we get a place, we get, let's say, 15 people also. What? And we give prasadam. Important is they come for morning program. If that is not happening, all this arrangement is It's all just bodily conception of life, nothing more the soul.
Without morning program.
Without morning program, it's all
Only
bodily.
prasadam is mode of passion. Maybe.
No. Prasadam is good. We are not saying passion at all. But yet they have to
Without
sit.
morning program.
We should pray to see that scene a day where we have girls sitting in one corner, they are chanting, the boys are sitting in one corner, the preacher goes and sits, they all chant together, and there's a nice kirtan that happens, and the katha happens, everyone sits together, take prasad and go to college. Wow, amazing picture, amazing.
So Pankaj Gopal Prabhu relocated to Dallas or something?
No, he's not,
Visiting and staying there.
but he has his working boys already who have come in. नांदेड़ से
2
उनको
years.
MS के लिए प्रिपरेशन करके उधर भेजा है,
Acha.
सोच के भेजा
Yeah,
है।
once you have a place, we can start pushing people.
हाँ, प्लान करके डाला है। It's very easy for me to tell IIT Bombay students, यूरोप में आना है आपको MS करना, they'll come here, but we need
Place.
पहले कुछ तो होना चाहिए यहाँ
So if this happens, we'll see you more frequently.
पे। हाँ,
We have a facility also.
मुझको ही रख रहे हैं यहाँ पर, बोला आप भी आ जाओ रहने के लिए इधर का को आप ही रह लो इधर।
Yes, good. So let's make it happen.
I think this, so usually we'll get like 2,500. There will be a small apartment. You can get 1-bed apartment where like 1 or 2 who want to come and stay. Because usually anybody, as Prabhuji was saying, if they see it, they will get attracted. If they don't see any place, and
So
we
we
are
can
asking them
maybe we can start with the smallest possible,
smallest possible.
and then let people come in,
Get
attend just morning
experience.
program, and that actually our Manan Prabhu is there. Right? He came here now.
I think he
He
moved.
moved. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Because Manan was staying with Krishna.
He's staying with me.
He was in Seattle. He was working at Microsoft.
No, but he always if he's like a sannyas. Every 3 months he moves.
He has to move.
Yeah, he has to move.
सन्यासी moves every third day, not 3 months. आपका सन्यास का कलयुग के ऊपर का कैटेगरी हो गया, बोला 3 महीने का सन्यासी हो गया। 3
I
days.
don't understand his philosophy, but yes, he moves every 3 months.
Okay.
So should the first priority be to find a house over an apartment? So where morning program can be?
I'll vote for the house
Yeah.
all the time.
I think that.
House is best, or apartment, but something that we have.
Some program should start.
Ah,
in that
some programs
as
should
soon as
start.
possible.
Some working and some working
So
people
Prabhu,
come.
actually Shashwat Prabhu is there, and also Keshav Prabhu is there. They both can. They're all both staying.
Keshav is PhD.
There are devotees, chanting rounds. They're there.
Very
So we can
sincere
start with their
also.
facilities.
Very sincere.
Just do program. We need to help with prasadam and other things.
अभी कुछ तो कर रहे हैं ना खाने के लिए खुद का वो
हाँ कुछ कर रहे हैं.
कर रहे हैं तो कर रहे हैं, हम लोग थोड़ा सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। आप लोग सिर्फ एक जगह आ जाओ। वी वांटेड टू कॉल द हरे कृष्णा सेंटर, यूडॉप का हरे कृष्णा सेंटर खुल गया।
Right might be challenge for Keshav because right now his PhD.
Oh, no, he's.
But he's paying something, right? Somewhere.
Something, yeah, but I don't know.
No, he doesn't need to move. We want to move to his place.
If we can get those
No.
specifics and
No,
then figure out
No,
a plan.
not into his place.
Ah, good point.
Only for.
If we take a place, whatever he's paying, wherever he's paying, he continues paying that. 2 of them shift. Let's say 2 plus 2. I'm saying I'm putting. So 4 people also has a jagah mil gaya na. Then remaining rent we can pay na for beginning.
Yeah.
To begin it, to begin the place.
So the survey has to be very structured. What is your current rent? What is your food cost? What is your current location?
Without
address?
increasing your current.
We will make sure
But
it is a
cannot-
better deal for you.
But you cannot ask in Google form. Definitely that is
No,
not.
it's all
It has to
impossible.
be
It has to be
impossible.
No, we talk to them and we fill up the details for our collection of information.
So we'll do this survey and connect in this weekend. So we'll keep you posted. I think it should go as a scrum. Regularly keep you posted so that instead of deciding final days, we don't know. We don't have a lot of clarity. But as we make progress, path will show up, I think.
It sounds like
That's not how it happens. After a year, we'll be still looking for the path. क्या है भाई कुछ मिला कि नहीं? अभी भी टॉर्च लाइट का ही लग ही नहीं रहा। You have to say इस यहाँ पे शुरू हो गया, कोई आया नहीं आया. We get students, we don't get work. We have put our place is there. You'll find Krishna
That is-
sending,
that
Krishna will
is how
send
we
souls.
start. I mean, the first goal is anyway to find a place.
Get a place, begin something, mridanga rakho, kartal rakho, chota sa altar bana do. You'll find every evening 15 boys will come.
Altar
Give
ready.
Gavira class, man. Start.
Keshav himself is there. He is very good at kirtan. He's
Yeah.
a very good cook also. He cooks very
Perfect.
well. Cooks very well. He's a PhD student, 23, 24.
And he's there for.
I'm telling you, when I gave the program,
He has 2 more
I
years.
gave the program yesterday, and I'm telling you, you have people. Why are we fearful? We should not be. Begin something. Money will also, we will not even have to put our money.
Phone में लगा दो.
Realistically, finance should not be a big thing.
Huh?
Finance is not a big thing, realistically.
Yeah.
Because devotees are like, they will be able to contribute. If we can set up in a way that there is a non-profit temple supports, you give it to temple, devotees will get good tax benefits out of that, and temple funds that. And we used to need to get the logistics. Finance is not, again, that's the thing, logistics. If the logistics is worked out, or if you open up.
See, Maharaj is okay. Maharaj is okay with the program. Maharaj is happy with the idea that students will co-locate and all. He only was a little skeptical about the R1 part for the cook, which he did not deny. He did not say that we will not do it, but at least he was not very favorable. Yes, let us begin the
Because
paperwork.
They have bad experiences, not just like so many temples have bad experiences with R1. They come and they say that they go away once they're green card is done. A
Yeah,
lot
but
of bad experiences.
They never signed up for being like kind of a bonded laborer for life. They never signed. They just said R1 karo mera.
But actually temple expectations are different, and whoever comes they have a
YouTube
different
record.
standard. So again, I think we don't need to. I think the final